Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, mamas and papas, I am Christopher T. Whoa! Will you please put your shirt on while you're in the hot tub? That's just rude looking. And I am here to bring you the B-sides of the news, the underreported news, as it were. And the first story that I'm going to bring to you is from Thursday, December 10th, and it might not have been underreported because it was all over my Instagram feed, but my Instagram feed is all about SpaceX and Elon Musk. So, they did a launch of a test vehicle, one that they are hoping to drop onto the moon, or something very similar to it. And they described it, the culmination of the 6.5 minute test flight of the vehicle SN8 as a rapid, unscheduled disassembly. And if you saw the video on Instagram, it was beautiful because you were watching that thing come down and you were like, that's not slow enough. That's definitely not slow enough. That thing needs to slow down. It's not slowing down. Kaboom. When asked about it later on, Elon Musk said that they got the data that they needed from the test launch and that everything was fine and they were moving ahead. And then, like the following day, almost like clockwork, the stand that vehicle SN8 was sitting on, the stand that vehicle SN9 was sitting on in its silo kind of crumpled, and the rocket went dink on the side of the silo. So I don't know who was responsible for building that stand. I don't know if you still have a job. Best of luck to you. In lighter news, the house that J.R.R. Tolkien, the writer of The Hobbit and the Lord of the Rings books, was living in when he did a majority of that writing, is currently up for sale. And a group of fans is attempting to buy it. They're looking to pay around $6 million or 4.7 million British pounds. That just lets you know. Currency, hey. But they're trying to turn it into a museum, so they're offering a little bit above list price in order to make improvements in order to turn it into a museum. They have a GoFundMe. I'm sure you can find it because you're internet savvy. And I have 3 more stories for you. They're all slightly related. I'm gonna start with I'll start with B52 Flights. So, when the U.S. launches a flight of, potentially nuclear-armed bombers to other places in the world, they always launch from the U.S. And so, there was a 36-hour flight that happened, over the course of the past week. And it flirted with the border of Iran for about 2 hours. There were multiple in-flight refuelings and such. And that happened. And another thing happened, which was Morocco is the 4th Arab state in recent months to normalize relations with Israel. I have my own little theory about this, and that's because there's more than just one kind of Muslim. Matter of fact, there's multiple different kinds of Muslims. And one of them is the kind that live in Iran, and the other kind is almost everywhere else in the Middle East. And I kind of think that a lot of people saw the U.S. election going the way that it did, which I don't like to talk about because that's the A side of the news, not the B side of the news. And they're kind of looking to form a "it's not our fault, please don't shoot us" relationship with the nuclear armed power that I don't need to talk about. The ones that the U.S. is friends with. So yeah, there's that. Now I have one more story from you that has to deal with the other potentially nuclear armed power that the U.S. is not friends with, but would be under a Biden administration. And that is that they have... So there was a journalist that in 2017 used an online presence to inspire protests against the Iranian regime, and they killed him. They killed him dead. probably, I'm not going to describe it. Yeah, they killed him dead. And, in death, members of Project Mayhem have a name. And his name was Ruhollah Zam. And he was 47. Long may he reign. I am Christopher T. Chubb. Thank you for enjoying the B-sides of the news with me. And stay safe out there, everybody.